A very good morning, children. In the last class, I had already completed lesson 7 with all its three parts, that is, glimpses of India from your first flight book. And now it follows, next is the poem, if you see, that is the trees, okay, that is deleted this year. As you know, many chapters are deleted this year from your syllabus. So the trees, that is the poem, is deleted. Next, chapter 8 is Mitchbill the Otter, and it is followed by the poem Fog. These both the chapters are deleted this year again, means the three chapters, two poem and one prose, they are deleted in continuity from your syllabus this year. So directly coming to lesson 9, that is Madam Rides the Bus by Valli Kannan. Okay, actually this is written in Tamil language by Valli Kannan and it is translated in Hindi by another writer. Okay, so here be with me now, and this is very interesting story, so be with me and try to understand it thoroughly. So before you read, coming to your book, children, in this sensitive story, an 8-year-old girl's first bus journey into the world outside her village is also her induction into the mystery of life and death. She sees the gap between our knowing that there is death and our understanding of it. So this is little bit introduction over here. Actually, Madam Rides the Bus, it is about an 8-year-old girl. Okay, that name is Valli. Okay, about Valli's ride in the bus. Okay, and she is a very inquisitive girl. Inquisitive, I mean to say very curious to gain knowledge. Okay, she is very curious to know everything and knew what is happening, and she wants to see the outside world. So that's why this is a sensitive story, because it is of a very small 8-year girl who just wants to move out from her village. Okay, and also she wants she learns going outside. Induction here means the entry. Okay, so when she enters into the mystery means very secret of life and death, that really we will come to know what impression she makes over here. Okay, so it means that when the girls she moves out, okay, she understands the difference between the life and death. Okay, it means she sees the gap between our knowing. It means that everyone knows, we on this earth, we know that every living being on this earth has to die one day, isn't it? But it is very difficult to accept that thing. It is very difficult. We are not able to accept the death. So that only, the gap between the life and the death, how that little girl understands, that we will come to know through this story. So that's why this is a very sensitive story being said. Okay, you can see the activity, children, it is meant for you. Just go on reading and try to do it on your own. Okay, coming to the lesson. There was a girl named Valli Ammai, who was called Valli for short, and she was 8 years old and very curious about things. Her favorite pastime was standing in the front doorway of a house, watching what was happening in the street outside. There were no playmates of her own age on her street, and this was about all she had to do. So there was one girl named Valli Ammai, who was called by the nickname Valli. Every one of you also have one or the other nickname. In short, you are called lovingly by your parents. So she was also called Valli. She was 8 years old. Okay, and as I told you, she was very curious, eager to know about the things. Her favorite pastime was just to stand in the front doorway. Okay, doorway is the entrance of your house, the door, okay, and watching what was happening in the street outside. So she used to pass her time by standing in the front door of her house, and she used to watch what was happening in the street outside her house. Why she used to do so? Because there were no playmates of her own age. She had no friends of her own age, okay, in her street where she used to live, and that's why she was alone, and she used to just look out in the street, and she used to always find the new things going outside. But for Wali, standing at the front door was every bit as enjoyable as any of the elaborate games other children played. Watching the street gave her many new, unusual experiences. So, Wali, she never felt bored standing at the door alone. On the other hand, what she enjoyed it a lot, like the children, how they enjoy playing different detailed games together. In the same way, alone she was enjoying standing at the door, okay, and watching the street. When she used to watch the street outside, it gave her many unusual experiences. So she experienced many new things, and as she was curious to know, so she enjoyed it a lot, okay. The most fascinating thing of all was the bus that traveled between her village and the nearest town. It passed through her street each hour, once going to the town and once coming back. The sight of the bus, filled each time with a new set of passengers, was a source of unending joy for Wali. So, what was the most attractive thing she used to find? She used to find that was the bus, okay, that used to travel between her village and the nearest town. The bus, always one bus used to travel, and she used to watch it daily, okay, and it passed through her street only each hour. In every hour, that bus once used to go to the town, and again after 1 hour it used to come back to the village with the passengers, okay. And the sight of the bus means when she used to see that bus, okay, filled each time with new passengers, that you know well children, obviously going time the passengers will be different, and coming time again it will come with the new passengers. So whenever Wali used to see the bus filled with the new passengers, it was a source of unending joy, okay. So the girl, she really enjoyed it very much. It attracted her very much. She enjoyed a lot seeing the new faces and the new people every time in that bus. Day after day she watched the bus, and gradually a tiny wish crept into her head and grew there. She wanted to ride on that bus, even if just once. This wish became stronger and stronger until it was an overwhelming desire. Valli would stare wistfully at the people who got on or off the bus when it stopped at the street corner. Their faces would kindle in her longings, dreams, and hopes. If one of her friends happened to ride the bus and tried to describe the sights of the town to her, Valli would be too jealous to listen and would shout in English, "Proud, proud." Neither she nor her friends really understood the meaning of the word, but they used it often as a slang expression of disapproval. So, now what happens? Day after day, means every day, one day after the other, she continuously was going on watching the bus, and slowly, very slowly, a tiny wish, a very little, a small wish crept means came into her head, okay. And she started thinking what, that she also wanted to ride on that bus, maybe only just once. Means now she had a desire to ride on that bus, let it be only for a single time. And this wish of her, this desire, it became more stronger, okay, until it was an overwhelming desire. Overwhelming means overpowering, means it was growing more stronger desire day by day. Valli would stare. Stare means wistfully, means to look keenly with sadness. Wistfully means longingly, means a deep desire. Okay, a very strong desire she had. And overwhelming, I told you, overpowering, which was getting more stronger. Her desire was getting more stronger, and she was longing, just she was staring at the people who were getting in the bus and coming out of the bus when it used to stop at the street corner. Their faces would kindle in her. Kindle means here the feelings, means seeing. Okay, it would create the feelings in her also. Okay, what feelings? That her longings. Her longings means, I told you, her deep desire and her dreams and her hopes. Okay, seeing the faces of the people, her desire, her hopes were growing more stronger. Her dream was also growing stronger. What was the dream? To just get a ride in that bus once. Okay, if one of her friends happened to ride the bus, means here, if any of her friends would have ride the bus and try to describe the sights of the town to her, means if any of her friends, it would happen that any of her friends would have described her about the town, then what Valli would have done, she would be too jealous to listen and would shout in English. She would really become so jealous. Okay, jealousy is also a type of feeling. Okay, so to listen, and she would shout in English, proud, proud. Okay, neither she nor her friends really understood the meaning of the word. Means she would just say them that don't feel so proud if you have visited the town. Okay, and really her friends would never understand what she really wants to express, but they used it often as a slang expression of disapproval. Slang expression means that is the informal words. Okay, and often used within a close group. So these are the informal words for disapproving. Okay, so they would disapprove. Over many days and months, Valli listened carefully to conversations between her neighbors and people who regularly used the bus, and she also asked a few discreet questions here and there. This way, she picked up various small details about the bus journey. The town was 6 miles from her village. The fare was 30 paise one way, which is almost nothing at all. She heard one well-dressed man say, but to Valli, who scarcely saw that much money from one month to the next, it seemed a fortune. The trip to the town took 45 minutes. On reaching town, if she stayed in her seat and paid another 30 paise, she could return home on the same bus. This meant that she could take the 1 o'clock afternoon bus, reach the town at 1:45 and be back home by about 2:45. So, what's next? Over many days and months, means for the next many days and for months, Valli was just listening very carefully to all the conversations, the talks between her neighbors and the people who regularly used to take the bus, okay, to go or to come to the town or from the town. Okay, so she used to listen very carefully whenever her neighbors used to talk about the bus and then she also asked a few discreet questions. Discreet means very careful questions. Okay, here and there, means she would try to gain all the informations from them, from the neighbors who used to use that bus, and this way she picked up various small details about the bus journey. Means she got all the minute details even about that journey. So what all details she got? She got the details that the town was 6 miles from her village. The first thing was that how much was the distance, okay, from the village to the town. It was 6 miles and the fare was 30 paisa one way. Means from the village, if she goes to town, she has to pay for one way 30 paisa as the fare, which is almost nothing at all. And this 30 paisa means nothing for others. Okay, she heard one well dressed man say but to valley. Means one well dressed man was talking, and she heard to that it only takes 30 paisa, which is almost nothing at all, but to valley, who scarcely saw that much money from one month to the next. Means valley had never seen, hardly she had seen 30 paisa even, okay, in a month. So for her it was really very difficult thing. Okay, it seemed a fortune means it seemed here that it's a too big amount to be paid for her. Okay, and the trip to the town took 45 minutes. The next thing what she came to know is the trip to reach the town from the village, it takes approx 45 minutes to reach there. And on reaching the town, if she stayed in her seat and paid another 30 paisa, she could return home on the same bus. So what she was thinking, that once paying 30 paisa when she will reach the town, she won't get up from her seat, because the same bus used to come back to the village from there. Okay, and she will again pay 30 paisa and she will return home on that same bus. This meant that she could take the 1 o'clock afternoon bus. So she was just doing all the detailed calculations. What she was thinking, that she would again take the 1 o'clock afternoon bus from there. Okay, and from here, from the village, reach the town at 1:45, when, because we came to know it takes 45 minutes approx. So she was calculating that when she will take the 1 o'clock bus, afternoon bus, from her village, then she will reach the town at 1:45, and again when she will take the same bus, okay, she will be reaching back her village by about 2:45. Okay, on and on went her thoughts as she calculated and recalculated, planned and replanned. Means on and on means continuously she was going on thinking and calculating, going on counting. Okay, as it's very natural, children. If you would also plan anything the first time, whatever is new for you, you will also think and calculate it again and again whether you are doing the correct calculations or not, isn't it? The same way that a very small girl, 8 years old, she was also planning and calculating that whether it is possible for her to take a ride in a bus and to come back to her village on time. Okay, now, well, one fine spring day, the afternoon bus was just on the point of leaving the village and turning into the main highway when a small voice was heard shouting, "Stop the bus! Stop the bus!" And a tiny hand was raised commandingly. So, one fine day, that day came, okay, when now our little girl Vali was ready to have a journey, to have a ride in that bus. So it was the spring day. You know, spring season is very favorable, the time is very pleasant time, and spring season almost it falls in the month of Feb and March. Okay, that time during the afternoon she took one, she saw that one bus was just on the point of leaving, one bus was going to leave the village. Okay, and it was going to turn into the main highway towards the town. That time only a small voice was heard shouting, one voice was heard to stop the bus, and one tiny, our small hand was raised commandingly, in a commanding way, in an impressive way, to stop the bus. The bus slowed down to a crawl, and the conductor, sticking his head out the door, said, "Hurry then, tell whoever it is to come quickly." "It's me," shouted Vali. "I am the one who has to get on." So after listening to this command to stop the bus, it slowed down to a crawl. Crawl means it started moving very slowly. Crawling started moving slowly. And the conductor, you know very well, who collects the amount in the bus from the passengers, so he just took his head out from the door and asked to hurry to get soon. And he said, whoever is there, please come quickly inside the bus. So Vali, that 8-year girl, she shouted, it's me. Okay, I am the one who has to get on. Means I am here and I want to get on the bus. By now the bus had come to a stop and the conductor said, oh really? You don't say so. So now the bus, it had already it was moving very slowly, so now it came to stop. And the conductor, seeing that small girl, he also got a little shocked and said, really? So you don't say so, just don't joke that you want to. Yes, I simply have to go to town, said Vali, still standing outside the bus. And here's my money. She showed him some coins. Okay, so seeing a little girl, okay, that also without any elder person or parents with her. So the conductor also was little bit here shocked that how a small girl would alone go in a bus. But Vali said that, yes, I only want to go to town. That also simply means just for a ride I have to go. Okay, and still standing, she was standing outside the bus only. And even see the maturity of that girl, she was showing the money, because she thought the conductor might think that how this little girl would get the money. So she at first showed the money which she had in her hands, some coins she had. Okay, so okay, but first you must get on the bus, said the conductor, and he stretched out a hand to help her up. So after seeing that, the conductor also got convinced, so he asked that girl to get on the bus, to get inside the bus. Okay, and for that the conductor, he just stretched out his hand to help the girl Vali to get inside the bus. Never mind, she said, I can get on by myself. You don't have to help me. Again, see the children, the maturity of that girl. Never mind means she don't needs anyone's help. She said that she can manage to get by herself inside the bus. She didn't ask any help from anyone. So she told conductor straightway that you don't have to help me. Okay, the conductor was a jolly sort, fond of joking. Oh, please don't be angry with me, my fine madam, he said. Here, have a seat right up there in front. Everybody move aside, please. Make way for madam. So here we came to know about a little bit about the conductor. He was a jolly kind of man. Okay, happy, fond of joking, and he always used to joke, crack the jokes. So here seeing the confidence of that girl, okay, so he also agreed. So he said that don't get angry with me, my fine madam. See what words he used for that little girl, my fine madam. Okay, so he just used this. That's why here we got the name of the chapter, Madam Rides the Bus. For that small girl, the word madam was used. Okay, and here have a seat right up there in front. So he just asked Vali, showing her a seat that was in the front only, on the right side. And he even asked everybody else, those who were on the way, to move aside, okay, and make the way for madam. Means when madam is entering in the bus, means in a mocking way, he just to make fun, he said, when madam is entering the bus, so please everybody move aside and give her the way. So let me stop here, children, for today's class. I will continue in the next class. Till then, goodbye.